finally doing a painting from a game. So I've done this before a couple times. I did it once in like Apex Legends, and I've done it in other things throughout like the past year or so. But a lot of what I'm interested in as a painter is like this first person perspective, or like what's going on with my hands right here.
You need an upper hand, a foot in the door, a head. Let's leave that one screwed on for now.
I only see him a couple times. I played the tutorial earlier, but I wanted to restart from the beginning so that we could get like get going. I'm just gonna try and find some of the gesture of his portrait. What I do when I do these is I kind of bounce around and paint different things from different parts of the game. So like I was doing Fallout 4 the other day, and if you watch it, you can kind of see me like do a little bit of one person and then kind of move on to see the next. These are unprimed surfaces, so if you do any oil painting, you might know that like the wood is just gonna soak everything in. That shadow and like I've noticed a lot of the characters have the same like perspective, like you're a pretty tall individual. I know a part of this game is like learning about who you are as like the plague doctor. I kind of adjust the size constantly. There's this like really cool light that's being cast from below him. I think it's supposed to be like a stage light style. And that'll be this like cool green color. These portraits are just so nice though. They're just so intimate, like staring deep at you. The only useful people around.
I'm going to faint. I need water, please. Water.
Fingers. We're not birds, we're fingers. That why people call them executors. Really tap into some of that warmth of that. It's all gonna change because I'm doing this across a whole variety of characters, but I love the accumulation of like perceived moments, you know, that the exchange that happens when you look at something and there's this portrait, and I love how directly they're looking at you. One thing I'm noticing about this stream is that when I'm painting, I'm looking down at this a lot more, whereas like when I'm drawing with charcoal, it's kind of a feeling thing and it's quick. So you're losing eye contact with me, but you have this character to engage with, and that's exciting. I want to go to the volcano. I don't think that's a volcano. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to go this way. Okay, yeah, you can't do anything on this walk other than talk to this guy, I think. But that's okay. The color in this is just so crazy compared to everything else. It's like all purple. I also didn't realize that there was music playing this whole time throughout this game with like lyrics and whatnot. I'll have to listen to that. I am gonna bring in this like gray coat because I think that's an interesting ground, at least for future colors to go over, is this like kind of green gray neutral space. Pop stuff. Okay, I'm just getting ready because I know there's another portrait. And they said talk to this person first. Is this the doctor? I wonder if the order of this matters too much. But, okay, it's still super desaturated, but I'm just gonna go in here with some like deep reds. because it'll all kind of like blend together anyway at the end. It'll become a more consolidated space, or like you'll be able to see through the layers of color. Ooh, that red eye, that space in there. It's like kind of butchering these people's faces. It's just like mashing it all up and then kind of getting it back out. And that is essentially, I feel like it's very fitting for this game. I wonder what kind of art you've been exposed to. If this is like par for the course, you know, if my mom, when I was growing up, was really into like the Impressionists and things like that, and like kind of post-impressionism is probably where more the artists that I relate to. And then, I mean, not like I'm a contemporary painter, so it's a different world now. You know, representation just seems to matter less and less. I'll spend some more time with this character too. I'm just gonna spend equal time with all of them across the board. I'm just kind of eager to get to the train car scene and be able to like play the game, because that's wild. You can really tell your height in this game, even though everyone is kind of similar heighted compared to you. Like, I feel like the short characters still look super tall, like the children, or the like the children, or like that person on the bridge. I think they're supposed to be short. But then you see these characters up on the pedestal, but you're still like looking very much so like down at them. I guess it's normal though.
The fence is as guilty as the thief.
Not a second, a first. I haven't played this game. Let me just keep depleting my stamina. So I like never use white paint. You'll find that I always have these incredibly saturated colors, and you have to use something called like optical mixing when you paint with the palette that I do, which is where you put two colors next to each other and they kind of vibrate into another color because your eyes can't process everything all at once. But it makes it really hard to get these like video game textures. I'm just like building up some thick paint right here, so it reflects light differently than some of the thinner areas. So shadows tend to be more transparent traditionally. So if you're painting like a glazed portrait of someone, you would have like really thin layers of blue and red to make these like dark, rich blacks and greens. And then you would find the lighter colors, the whites and yellows, and like his orange hair or something might have like thicker, more like juicy paint to them. I do it too, even though I'm not painting representationally, but I'm responding to light, and that's how painters have responded to light in over years and years of working. I love how, based on the character's attributes, the color scheme changes on each of these. So like this person has a green collar, and they do have a little bit of that red like scarf going on, and down the center there is a lot of like deep, rich, warm color. I jump around a lot and create like very like messy collaborations of images, so it's like one image on top of another and another and another. That's like the entire basis of my practice. It's super simple. Just respond. Our cat is the sweetest cat in the world. He just hopped up and sat next to Kira, and
Can I show the camera?
yeah,
I found the
we're gonna bring Books over. If you come right over my
I
shoulder.
would never think to do this because I'd be like, oh, it's too tight. Ooh. Actually, I think he's a little uncomfortable.
Oh.
But before he was really feeling
He
very
liked
secure
that.
and purring a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I kind of got him in an awkward position there.
Well, I mean, I am a free rider, so why am I all enough chatter? Okay. Talk to the bird. Who are you? I didn't go back to the, like, I tried walking before and it killed me because my immunity was just like slowly dipping. It deletes form, like it kind of like overrides form, especially when I'm using a color that exists elsewhere. But it also kind of brings things together. It brings things into the same space, the same world, to just have these like lines that go throughout the space. Nice. Let's play some dice. Can I pick up the dice? No. Okay. I wonder if my fate does change. There was like a creepy man in that building before. I shouldn't have gotten the water. I could have had more interactions. Oh yeah, I think I can talk to you. Nice. No, I know, you're gonna kick me. Wait. Okay. Come on. No. You just told me my heart was bad. I traded hearts. Alright, let's see. I wonder what that does if I do that versus the other option was just talk to him. Oh, the bird was inside the car. I just saw that like flash.
My dear son, Artemy, such skill might be of use here. I remain the only physician in this town, but you know that I am growing old. I need an assistant.
I'm an assistant? Where? Let's be fire. I put you away. It's not that dark in here. I also play every game that tells me to put my lighting at a certain level. I always play it with like the light higher. This town is special. I mean, the folks are ordinary, but the town... I know, I was born here. Oh, was I? That it was like a survival game or like a horror game where I had to manage my inventory. I prefer like explorative games, but now I'm excited because I'm expecting it. Okay, it's almost 6:50, so I think I'm going to call this an end for today. Thank you for stopping by, and you can check out this image on my Instagram tomorrow and see, I might upload a YouTube video here. I can talk to her. No. Okay, I gotta finish, but I think I need to find a save point. No, I think I saved right before this, so have a good night. Maybe I'll see you later.